All right, YouTube. So today, in front of us, we have some pineapple seedlings. And this variety is called Sugarloaf. And it was sown February 22nd, 2021. And today is April 30th, 2021. And this is how they look. So I basically placed 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I basically placed 8 seeds on this napkin, which was what I was able to save from the Sugarloaf pineapple. And if you don't know about Sugarloaf pineapple, it's an ultra sweet pineapple. It has this specific one that I harvested the seed from had 20.5% bricks or 20.5% sugar, which is that's just highly sweet. If you go to the grocery store and you buy one of those yellow pineapples, they have a sugar concentration of 14%. So this has a minimum of 6% higher sugar levels than the standard yellow pineapple. And this one has a white flesh and it can be eaten with the core. So due to all that, I decided to save the seed from the pineapple that I ordered from Hawaii, from the Kauai Sugarloaf website. I'll link that in the description below. So yeah, what I'm gonna do today is basically I'm gonna transplant these seedlings into 1 6-inch pot. And they're basically gonna grow in this pot just like they were growing in here. And I'm gonna wait until they get a little bit larger. Then I'm gonna eventually give them their own pots. Now pineapples are very easy to separate. They don't really have root shock issues like other crops would. So let's get to it. First and foremost, I want to date this container I want to label this container Sugarloaf. And then I want to date it, the date that I sowed the seeds. Now I have this written down in my phone, but I'm basically gonna have this in 2 locations. So as that is labeled. Now this variety won't get confused. Now if you were growing other pineapple varieties, you'll want to do that. But this is my only pineapple variety, so there was really no need to do it. But now I'm gonna soak this dry napkin. If you didn't notice, that napkin was very dry. I'm gonna soak it, which will help the roots that are embedded into the napkin. It'll help loosen them up a little bit. I'm just gonna let that sit for a couple of seconds. So basically, I have 7 seedlings in here. Only 1 didn't germinate, which is terrific. So now I'm gonna remove this napkin. Being careful not to damage the roots. I'm gonna put this to the side. I want to take care of one preliminary step. I want to soak this container so I won't have to water these Sugarloaf seedlings, which are so small. All right, that should be fine. Now I'm gonna start gently removing each of these plantlets. Just wanna tease it out of there. Being sure to bring with you as much root as possible. It's a beautiful little Sugarloaf transplant. So now I'm gonna make a small space just to get those roots down in there. You don't want to plant the leaves beneath the soil. And honestly, as long as the roots are touching the soil, that should be fine enough. So you don't really have to make a planting hole, but you just want to make an indent for the roots to rest in, just like that. I want to slowly start working with the next ones. Okay, that was easier to pull out. That's 2. And you can see these seedlings look just like pineapple plants, but they're just ultra small. That's 3. I probably only watered them about 2 times since I sold them. All right, that was a little bit harder, but I got it. 4. All right. And no worries about getting it perfect, because we're going to top it off with just a tad bit of water to help settle that soil around those roots. That's 5. We have 2 more Sugarloaf plantlets left. Now, honestly, I would have rather put them in their own containers, but I'm kind of running out of space to put a lot of my stuff, so I'm just gonna pack these in this one container for a few months until they seem to be getting too large for the container. So I did 6 and 1 left. The smallest one, 7. And this one germinated last, that's why it's so small. They seem to be growing at the same rate. Now, what I'm hoping is this pineapple seedling, the Sugarloaf, or these Sugarloafs, will be a hybrid type of Sugarloaf and not the standard one that has 20.5% sugar. Now, if it is the regular Sugarloaf, I don't mind at all, but I'd rather it be a hybrid with a higher amount of sugar in it. If you've done research on pineapples and you've read about the variety called Honey Cream, that one has 28% sugar, but somebody has a copyright on that and nobody can legally grow it or obtain the tops. So I want to have my own variety, my own hybrid, just like that. So these are watered in. You can see this little squirt bottle isn't disturbing the soil at all, so it's perfect for watering these pineapple seedlings or any type of small seedlings. All right, so that's Sugarloaf pineapple. The seeds were started on February 22nd, 2021. I just completed their transplant April 30th, 2021. See y'all in the next one.